Franklin Roosevelt once said, "Rules are not necessarily sacred, principles are." FDR's portrait now adorns the walls of a very prestigious school in Finksburg, the Gerstell Academy. Its approach to education is revolutionary. Its motto is leadership, honor, and courage. One visit to Gerstell, and you can see why. America in the 21st century, where a fast-paced, drive-by society reigns supreme. And in all the hustle and high-tech, something crucial is being lost on our young people. A recent poll in USA Today shows less than 50% of America's college students could not name the battle that ended the American Revolution, Yorktown. Less than half of college students didn't know the phrase, "all men are created equal," came from the Declaration of Independence. That blatant disconnect comes to an abrupt halt right here.
FUR is F-U-R or F-I-R.
This is Terry Stritzinger's pre-first grade class at the Gerstell Academy in Finksburg.
That's an A-R.
Her very young students learn math, science, spelling, and the arts.
Can you think of other ones?
The pre-first grade class here is not kindergarten.
I need you to find your seat.
It's a class that nurtures the social, physical, and spiritual needs of every child entering the elementary grades.
And number 5, fork.
Just one of many examples on why Gerstell Academy is meticulous in its approach towards education.
Annabelle?
In order to compete, in order to make a difference, you have to know where you came from.
Leadership skills, spiritual well-being, and physical fitness are just as important as the 3 R's.
And the purpose of this is to let you understand how the world is integrated with the United States, how the United States is integrated with the world, and by understanding that history, how you can most adroitly and most quickly make a positive difference in the world.
The Gerstell Academy was incorporated in 1996 by Dr. Frederick G. Smith, Vice President of Sinclair Broadcast Group, the parent company of Fox 45. Dr. Smith's Academy is an independent, nonprofit, co-ed, non-sectarian college prep school. Currently, it's home to about 150 pre-kindergarten through 8th grade students. Additional grades will be implemented each year until students are enrolled through their senior year. Its objective is simple and direct.
Teaching children how to be leaders, how to speak publicly, how to be comfortable, in front of a crowd, and to really learn basic moral values, traditions, and a terrific education.
Madison Harmon, a 6th grader, likes learning about leadership and intends to model herself after great ones who have come before.
If you have like a role model or someone that you liked learning about in history and he or she was a good leader, then maybe you would want to be like them, and then you could also be a good person and a good leader and try to do your best on everything. I like it a lot.
6th grader Adam Hitt transferred from another school last year and has no intention of leaving.
I like it better because you get to do more hands-on activities and it's not really just writing down notes. And here you learn how to be respectful, honest, and show courage, but in other schools that doesn't happen a lot.
Learning to be leaders, traits that are just as important as memorizing facts and figures from any school blackboard. And the psychology of leadership is also paramount. It's not easy being an adolescent, but it's easier if you understand it.
We want to remove that confusion, what they're going through, how they're going through it, so they understand what's happening to them, why it's happening to them, that it's normal.
Gerstell is preparing these students to compete in the geopolitical arena and the global marketplace, extending far beyond U.S. borders. Unlike a generation ago, Spanish, for instance, is no longer an elective. It's required.
Culture is a main part of our course here because that way they understand the whole picture.
Gerstell's commanding centerpiece is the magnificent Robert E. Smith Hall, whose Georgian architecture is patterned after the facade at the University of Virginia, the legendary institution, of course, founded by Thomas Jefferson. Inside this great hall, you'll find more than 150 works of art, portraits of leaders who have already made their mark in our history. People like Dwight David Eisenhower, Golda Meir, Sergeant Alvin York, and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. These people came from all walks of life. They came from all over the world, but they do share one thing in common. They dared to defy tradition and follow their dreams and their passions. These portraits are all up here for a very good reason.
We study how they grew up. We study their successes. We study their failures. And by doing this, it unlocks the key among our students to say, you know something? I understand about nonviolence. I understand how Martin Luther King was able to achieve what he achieved. Perhaps Mahatma Gandhi, how he did what he did. And as a result of that, our goal is to unlock that thought process. I've learned how these great leaders have done it. I've had training in leadership. I know how to go ahead and make a difference in my community.
They were leaders that tried to help the community and the world, not just themselves. They weren't thinking about themselves. They wanted to treat others as they want to be treated, and they had perseverance to help the world.
Dr. Smith's vision is to have these students delve deeper, way below the surface of mere memorization of facts and figures. These children are already learning critical and analytical thinking in all fields of academic endeavor, asking the real questions that will help them attain their true calling, following whatever path takes them to their dream. Gerstell Academy will have an all-school open house on Sunday, March the 11th from 2 to 4 in the afternoon. Now, to find out more, you could log on to their website, www.gerstell.org, or give them a call at these numbers, either 410-861-3000. Again, that's 410-861-3000 or 866-861-3300.